following program is rated PG. The following program deals with mature subject matter and contains scenes of sexuality. Viewer discretion is advised.
I have to see your face to know how frightened you are, my child.
I'm terrified, Father. Not for my daughter, but for myself.
Your daughter's in this church. She's safe here.
I know, but we'll have to leave eventually, and how do I keep her safe then?
Safe from what?
Evil. We shouldn't be in this town. We should have never come to Harmony. I knew it wouldn't be safe.
You fear for your daughter's life?
Her life, her soul. Please help me, Father.
You're safe here. You're not alone, my child. You must believe that.
I try. But sometimes I feel so alone. I mean, completely alone. This statue, she looks like the little girl that haunts me. Who is that little girl? Does she have something to do with the past I can't remember?
Have you had any memories?
No. I've tried and I've tried, but the first 20 years of my life is a complete blank. The only reason I think my name is Grace is because when Sam found me, there was a piece of paper in my pocket with the word Grace written on it.
He rescued you after that fire in Boston.
That's when my life as I know it began. And it's been a good life, Father. I'm blessed, but...
You seek answers. It's only natural, Grace.
So many questions. That woman looks so distraught. I wonder if Father Lonigan needs help.
Grandma! Grandma! Help me! Emily! Emily, where are you? Your grandmother's looking for you.
Grandma! Grandma, help me! You are good, Totha. You go Vegas with that voice going out. Hurry up with that plank, Timmy. She's coming. Timmy's trying. It's not so easy, you know.
That hole's not big enough. Pull up another one, Timmy. To make sure she falls in.
Another one? Timmy's hands are splintered.
Oh, stop with your whining and do it. This is the best chance we have to get rid of Faith's goody-good daughter Charity. She must fall in the water below and drown.
I still can't believe you arrested Sheridan Crane.
I didn't really have a choice, Miguel.
She actually rammed your police car on purpose.
Yep. That's exactly what she did. Yep. Sheridan Crane broke every law in the books, Miguel. Her name won't help her get out of this one.
I just hope the Cranes don't fire Mom.
I hope they do. Now, she's worked as their housekeeper long enough, and I don't want her or anyone else in our family anywhere near them.
What about your job? I mean, the Cranes own this town, Luis. They could get you fired.
But I'm not worried. And neither should you. You just get out there and find that girl of your dreams.
I don't know where to look.
Well, if it's meant to be, you'll find each other.
You mean if fate brings us together?
I don't know about that, but I don't think fate's trying to keep you guys apart.
It sure seemed that way when that wind blew through the restaurant. She was there. I was so close, but I couldn't get to her because of the damn wind. Fate.
Oh, come on. You don't really believe in that stuff, do you?
I don't know. I'd like to think that if fate kept us apart, maybe fate will bring us together.
Okay. Come on, I'll give you a ride home. Let me just check on my prisoner first.
Ethan must have been thrown for a loop when you turned down his proposal.
He thought I was joking, Sheridan.
Well, I would have too, Gwen. You've been dying for him to ask you for such a long time.
I know.
And you still didn't leap at the chance to become engaged.
Maybe I did make a mistake, but I just couldn't say yes. Not feeling the way I felt.
Well, how did you feel? I mean, you love him with all your heart. I know you do.
Of course I do, Sheridan, but I don't want him to propose to me because our families want it, or because you told him to.
Oh, I only said that if he really loved you, he should put a ring on your finger before you got away. He does love you, Gwen.
And I believe that he does. But does his heart leap when I walk into a room? Does he feel lost when I'm not with him? Does he miss me every moment I'm not around? That's what I want, Sheridan. When a man asks me to marry him, that's how I want him to feel.
What woman doesn't want that?
Am I wishing for the impossible?
I don't know. I guess some men find it hard to love too much. They're more vulnerable than we think. Afraid of getting hurt, I suppose. Or they find it very easy to say the words and they never mean them.
Oh, I feel terrible even talking to you about this after what you've been through with Jean-Luc.
Jean-Luc is a faithless bastard. He's history. What's more important now is for you and Ethan to be together and to be happy. You two have been in love forever. You should tell him that you've changed your mind and that you want to marry him.
He knows I want to marry him, Sheridan, believe me. But I want him to propose to me because he really wants me, not just because it's expected of him.
Well, my nephew's not stupid. He'll propose again. And I'm looking forward to being the bridesmaid of my good friend's wedding. Seeing as it's the only wedding the Cranes will have for a long, long time.
Come on! You should give up. There's no way out. I have been looking for you all over town. What are you doing here? Who are you? You were trying to break into my home.
No!
Why else would you be on my family's estate? I don't believe this. Isn't it bad enough that you've been stalking me all over town?
I did not!
You're gonna stand there and deny you dumped all those disgusting things on me?
Oh, yes, I had
Paint,
to do them, but...
milkshakes, fish guts? Oh, and let's not forget your latest assault. That white-hot liniment you put on my back.
That was an accident. They were all
The hell it is! You have been deliberately stalking me, attacking me.
No, I would never do anything.
I don't know what your problem is or why you've targeted me. Maybe you're targeting the entire Crane family.
It's not true.
You're here on our property. There's no telling what you might have done if I hadn't caught you. Well, it's stopping right here. I'm calling the police.
No, you can't call the police!
Watch me. You're not getting away from me. Not this time.
How did you find me? I don't understand. How did I get myself into this mess?
I would hold the hand of the one who could lead me places, and kiss the lips of the one who could sing so sweet. And I would fly on the wings of the bird I knew could take me highest. Breathe in, breathe out. You keep me alive. You are the fire burning inside of me. You are my passion for life.
The guard said I could have a private talk with my friend.
No problem.
I still don't understand how our dear sweet Pilar could have such a hard nose for a son.
Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? Pilar's been the Crane's housekeeper for years and years. She must like the family. Yet her son obviously hates all of you. Why?
Oh, forget about him. Anyway, where were we? Oh, yes, your wedding. Well, as much as I want happiness between you and Ethan, I also have an ulterior motive for wanting you to get married.
Which is?
The merger of our families will keep him happy. They won't be expecting me to marry anytime soon.
But you will, when you meet the right man.
Oh, the right man. He doesn't exist. At least not for me.
Oh, well, of course he does.
I don't know. I suppose if I could meet someone that didn't love me just for my money, then maybe I'd consider getting married. You're so lucky to have Ethan. He loves you for you.
I know. But now that you're finally home with your family, you'll find someone just as wonderful as Ethan. He's out there, you know, and you deserve it.
Well, don't you worry about me. You just concentrate on getting Ethan to put that ring on your finger.
I'm trapped. What's Ethan gonna do when he finds me? What's he gonna think when he sees me looking like this? Just listen to yourself, Teresa Lopez Fitzgerald. As if it matters what you look like. Your silly dreams of marrying Ethan Crane are over. We were never meant to be. I was stupid to think we were. And now he's gonna call the police. My own brother will arrest me. Luis is gonna kill me.
Come on. Give yourself up. The gates are locked. There's no way out. Look, I'm not gonna hurt you. Just get you help. Help you need.
Why are you so afraid for your daughter?
Because there are evil forces outside the church, and they're after her.
Evil exists everywhere, my child. Why has your daughter been singled out?
Because she's special, Father. I know that every mother thinks that their children are special, but my daughter's been blessed with special powers. Powers of goodness.
How do you know this?
I know, Father. My twin sister had those powers. The evil forces took my sister away from me years ago. And now they're after my daughter. Please, Father, pray with me for my daughter.
All right.
Who is that woman? Why is she so upset?
You weren't kidding about the way Sheridan Crane trashed your police car.
Yep, she trashed it all right. Why do you think I'm driving this thing?
You're lucky you weren't her.
Yeah. I just wish it could have been anyone else but a Crane. They always find some way to cause trouble for our family. I'm just glad Teresa's over her infatuation with Ethan Crane.
I kind of understand how she feels now.
Oh, yeah? Think of that girl you met at the carnival? One you were supposed to have a date with?
Yeah. Maybe I'll see you around?
I don't know. I'm just visiting Harmony for the day.
Too bad. I don't even know her name, but I can't get her out of my head. I've got to find her. I've got to find out what makes me feel this way.
Hello? Emily, can you hear me? Poor little thing is lost in this fog. I have to find her. Her grandmother was so worried.
Will you move it? That brat will be here any second. Why don't you let Timmy be the lookout? Or you do the groundwork?
Oh, give me that, you worthless sack of sawdust.
It's her. I can hear her. I'm here, Emily. Don't be afraid. I want to help you.
You think it was a mistake, don't you, my not accepting Ethan's proposal?
Gwen, you know that all my relationships have ended in disaster, so I'm not the one to give advice. But if you want my opinion, you should have said yes.
You're right, I blew it. I should have put his ring on my finger and never taken it off.
I'm sure you'll get another chance. Trust me, Ethan has never even considered the possibility of another woman.
How can you be so sure?
Because I know Ethan better than anyone. I know what's in his heart. You don't doubt him, do you?
Well, no, but sometimes I get the feeling that he's just with me because I'm here. Just a habit.
Believe me, if Ethan didn't want to be with you, he wouldn't. You know, you've never felt insecure about him before. Wait a minute. Is this about that fortune cookie that said your love would be threatened by someone close?
Did he tell you about that?
Yes.
Well, I know it's silly, but it shook me up.
It is silly. Gwen, you and Ethan belong together. He wouldn't have asked you to marry him if he didn't mean it.
Well, I hope you're right. Maybe I should act especially loving and sexy tonight, and maybe he'll propose again.
You can make it happen. He's not a fool. He knows a good thing when he has it.
Oh, thank you, Sheridan. You're the very best friend in the whole world. I'm just so sorry things didn't work out for you and Jean-Luc.
It could have been wonderful. I don't know. I suppose he thought he could have me and keep his mistress on the side.
Why would he want anyone else when he has you? Very special, Sheridan. He was an idiot.
Well, I was an even bigger idiot for believing everything he said. Oh, forget about Jean-Luc. You just get Ethan back on track.
Are you gonna be all right here? I hate the thought of you spending the night in jail.
I'll be fine. You just go get your guy and love him to death. You have nothing to fear from any other woman.
Oh.
George, call off the dogs. What? Your mother ordered it, Mr. Crane. I don't care what she ordered. I can finally go without the dogs. I mean, she's scared, she's frightened. There's no telling what she might do.
All right, if you say so.
I mean, I do say so. I mean, she's not going anywhere. I can find her. I'll get her the help she needs. Maybe then I can get on with my life with Gwen.
Dear God, Ethan's wrong. I'm not crazy. I never meant to hurt him. I loved the idea of him for so long that when I finally met him, I got flustered. Everything that happened was an accident. No, wait! I'm so sorry. Here, this will get all the
Get her away from me.
No, it's all right. It's water. No! Please, let me get away and I'll never do anything like that again. Just let me get away.
Like I said, little bro, if you're meant to meet up with that girl again, you will. I'm not sure I buy it, but that's what Mom always says.
Yeah, she's a great believer in fate.
Yeah. Laura Lopez Fitzgerald has a firm conviction that everything always turns out for the best, no matter what.
You don't believe that?
I don't know, Miguel. I'd like to. But after spending most of my life butting heads with the Cranes, sometimes it feels like it'll go on forever. That would be a nightmare.
Definitely not for the best. So why do you stay, Luis?
Oh, you mean here in Albany?
Yeah. I mean, I know you wanted to go to law school. Get away from here, away from the Cranes.
That was a long time ago. I can't leave you and Teresa and Mama here to fight them off for yourselves.
I'm not a kid anymore, Luis. I can take care of Mama and Teresa.
Well, maybe one day you will. But for right now, you need to study hard, save money for college, and not worry about anything else.
All I can think about is that girl. I've never felt this way before, Luis. Is it normal?
Yeah, it's normal. Maybe Mama is right this time. If you were meant to be together, maybe you will.
Luis, there's trouble at the Crane estate.
Hey, what kind of trouble?
I don't know. The silent alarm was tripped.
All right, I'm on my way. Here we go again.
Take it easy, big brother. Let me out up ahead. I can walk the rest of the way home.
You sure?
Yeah, the walk will do me good. Maybe I can figure out a way to find that girl.
Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Kitty. Jimmy doesn't like bad cats.
Oh, Grandma, help me. I'm scared, Grandma.
Don't be scared. I'll help you find your grandma.
Come on, Charity. One more step, just one more step.
Oh, just had the strangest feeling of dread for my daughter. Charity? Charity! Excuse me, Father. No, she's gone! Father Lonigan, what was wrong with that woman?
She's deeply troubled, Grace.
I could tell. Even from a distance, I could feel her pain. There was something about her.
You're such a sensitive... How strange. Grace, do you know that woman or her daughter?
No, Father. At least I don't think so. I didn't see her face or her daughter's. Why do you ask?
You must go and find that woman.
I don't understand.
You have to find her. Go. Now.
Are you out there, Emily? Speak to me so I know where you are.
She's afraid to hurt a girl. Jimmy feels sorry for her. Oh, scared Timmy like that.
Emily? Emily?
Let go, girlie. Let go and fall, so we can break out the champagne.
Help me! Help me! Oh my God, help me! Mom, help me!
Timmy doesn't like this. Does she really have to die, Tabitha?
Only if you want to live.
Someone help me!
But her mother, Faith, what will she do to us?
Without Charity, Faith is nothing. Charity has all the power. As they say, the bad sleep well. Looks like I'm going to have a good night's sleep tonight. Oh, what a shame there's no one around to hear her.
If only I knew her name. I'd say it over and over again. I'm sure it's as beautiful as she is.
I've had a lifetime full of hopes and dreams.
I've been looking for you.
I've been looking for you. Only I don't know your name.
I know yours. It's Miguel. It's a beautiful name.
Tell me yours. No, don't tell me. Dance with me. Holding you in my arms, your name will come to me.
The first time that I held you, for the thoughts that came to mind. The love that I've been waiting for all those years.
What's that sound?
You again, what are you doing here?
Your silent alarm was tripped, indicating a disturbance, so I came to check it out.
It's not necessary, you can go.
Okay, the security guard at the gate said something about a young woman trespassing, stalker.
Look, This is a private matter. We don't want the police involved.
I can't let Luis find me. How do I get out of here?
Just doing my job.
As I said, this is private. Now get off my property now.
Stalkers can be dangerous. Can you describe her?
No.
You didn't get a look at the woman?
Look, I'm not going to answer any of your questions, so just go.
Suit yourself. I'd rather be anywhere else but here.
Where did she go? Every inch of these grounds, I should have found her. If she got away, she's gonna start stalking me again. Will I ever be rid of this girl? Gwen?
Ethan, what are you doing out here with that flashlight?
That girl was here, the stalker.
She was here?
I had her, Gwen, I had her. I brought her in the house, but when I was calling the police, she ran out. And gates were closed. I was looking for her, but I think she got away.
Oh, my poor darling. Listen, I've been thinking, you need some time off. Go away somewhere and relax. We can go together. Maybe my family's place in St. Bart's.
Gwen, I can't do that. I've only been at the firm a few months. Father won't let me take off.
Oh, I'm sure he'd understand. I'll talk to him. Oh, come on, it'll be fun.
Look, Gwen, I understand why you're doing this, and I appreciate it. But I'm not gonna let some troubled young girl drive me out of my own house. And I'm not gonna leave town with my aunt's in jail. I'm with Sheridan.
Oh, she's mad as hell, but she'll survive the night.
Mad as hell with Jean-Luc or with Lopez Fitzgerald?
Both, I think. She was wounded by Jean-Luc's betrayal, and she's definitely soured on love. But she's strong. She'll bounce back. She'll find the right man. Someone who loves her the way you love me.
I do love you, Gwen.
Well, if I can't tempt you to leave town, can I at least tempt you to go back to the house? More specifically, up to your room where it's warm and dry and there are candles and champagne.
I don't know. Will my stalker be there?
I'll help you forget about the stalker. I will even remind you of how much I love you.
So somebody's stalking Ethan Crane. Good. Couldn't happen to a nicer guy. What girl in her right mind would want to stalk him? She'd have to be nuts. Obsessed with the guy for some reason.
Are you saying I shouldn't have dreams?
No. But don't dream the impossible. I mean, dreaming that you're gonna live like a Crane, that's impossible. Just give it up before you get hurt. Oh no. It could be Teresa. But first she just dumped the paint all over him. And there was the accident that got her fired from the cannery. And Ethan was there. Is it possible that she was at the Crane mansion tonight? No. She sworn that she had given up on Ethan Crane. But she swore him off before. God save her if she was there. I have to find her. I have to talk to her.
Someone help me!
Fat chance, honey. Just say bye-bye and let go.
Timmy can't watch her drown. Timmy's out of here.
What's the matter with you?
This is a horrible tale. Timmy has to go.
We're not going anywhere until our sweet little Charity falls into the water and swims with the sharks.
Help! Mom! Help me!
What do you think you're doing? You weren't even thinking of helping that girl, were you?
Timmy can't take it anymore. She's breaking Timmy's heart.
You're a doll. You don't have a heart.
But she never did anything to Timmy.
If you even lift a finger to help that girl, you'll be the shark's dessert.
Help! Someone please help me!
Hold on! I'm coming!
Help me! Someone!
Take my hand!
I can't!
Come on, you can do it!
I can't!
Please, take it! Come on! You can do it!
I'm falling!
I've got you. Hang on. Don't let go. Are you all right?
I think so. You saved my life. It's you.
It's you. I thought I'd never see you again.
Me too.
What happened to you? How come you were out here in the dark?
Well, I heard a girl crying and I came to see if I could help. I guess I didn't see the hole in the pier because of the fog. I don't hear her anymore. I guess her grandmother found her.
Are you sure you're all right?
Yeah, I'm all right now. I can't believe it was you that saved me.
I can't believe it either. It was fate that brought us together. It has to be.
1,000 curses on that damn boy. This is the worst thing that could have happened. Jimmy could think of worse things.
Oh, shut up and let me think. This is just the beginning of trouble. We can't let this go on. It's disaster. We've got to do something.
What are you going to do now, princess?
Don't fight me, Shayna.
Jean-Luc, let me go!
No, I need you for your money and your family.
No, I don't love you!
It's useless to fight. One can save you now.
You saved my life. Thank you.
Do I know him? Have we ever met?
Oh, she's not in her room. Now, if I find out that she was at the cranes tonight... Oh, okay. Teresa, are you in there? Teresa, I need to talk to you. Come on, Teresa. Unless you're still prowling around the Crane estate. Teresa, if you're the girl who Ethan Crane says has been stalking him, I want to know. I'm going back there.
Luis, what's wrong? Luis, what are you so upset about? What's going on? Did I do something wrong?
Where were you tonight?
I was out job hunting and then I came home.
Did you break into the Crane estate?
Break into the Crane estate? No. What makes you think I did?
Forget it. I just had this really frustrating day. I had this crazy idea that you might have been stalking Ethan Crane.
Ethan Crane, no. I have no intention of going anywhere near that man.
Good. Oh, I love you, sis. Good night.
Good night, Luis. I can't take another night of this. I definitely can't go back to the Crane mansion. I'll call Mrs. Crane and tell her I can't take that job as her personal secretary. Oh, it'll kill me to do it. That job was so perfect for me. But I have to do it. This must be what heaven's like.
There's something about her. Could she be the one? Could she be the girl for me?
Do you really think it was fate that brought us together?
I'm sure of it.
So our young hero came along and spoiled everything. We almost won, Timmy. We came so close to winning, crushing good, having it all. But the young knight in shining armor had to come along and poke his nose where it doesn't belong. He'll be sorry, Timmy. We'll make him pay. We'll find a way.
I was afraid I'd never see you again before tonight.
I was hoping I'd see you, too.
You were?
Yeah.
Charity, where are you?
That's my mom.
Your name's Charity? Charity. What a beautiful name.
Charity? Are you out here? Father Lonigan, it's Grace.
Did you find her?
No, I didn't, Father. Why did you want me to go after her?
I'm not sure. Something about her. She talked of evil here in Harmony.
Evil?
Yes. Something strange is happening here. I'm not sure what it is.
Charity! Please, answer me! That voice. It sounds so familiar. Wonder if I know her.
That's the woman. For some reason, I feel you should find her. The woman is right. There is evil here.
Charity!
Oh no, the girl's mother is here. Faith, what's the problem? You said she was father without Charity.
You don't get it, do you? Her twin sister Grace is here. If she finds Faith, all is lost. We have to get to her before they meet.
Let Jimmy get this straight. We have to make sure Grace and Faith don't meet. And we have to take care of Charity?
Yes, that's the most important thing. We have to get that brat alone and get rid of her before the twin sisters meet.
The following program is rated PG. The following program deals with mature subject matter and contains scenes of sexuality. Viewer discretion is advised.
Charity? Charity? Oh, God. Please let me find my daughter before they do.
Call the witches. Foot outside tonight, Tabitha.
I'll get my weather update from Al Roker, thank you, Timmy. Right now, we have more important things to worry about, like finding Charity before her mother does.
Shh. There's someone coming.
Hello? Is anybody out there?
As if we didn't have our work cut out for us already. We can't let Grace Bennett meet Charity's mother, Faith. Now is not the time for the long-lost twin sisters to meet.
And what do Timmy and Tabitha do?
Whatever it takes, Timmy. Our lives are at stake.
There's a light up ahead. Maybe Charity's there. You cold, Tabby?
I don't want to go any further. I have a very bad feeling about where we are.
Timmy thinks he knows why. Look.
Oh, no. Not here.
Why, Tabitha? You don't want to see Timmy and Tabitha?
Charity, answer me, Charity. Where are you?
Who's there? I know someone's out there.
You know, I better go. My mom's gonna be worried.
I'll go with you, Charity.
You better not. My mom's really nervous around strangers.
But I don't want you to go.
I don't want to go either, Miguel.
Charity, please answer me.
I have to go.
Miguel,
Mrs. Bennett,
what are you doing out here?
I found the girl that I told you about. You know, the one I was looking for? She was just here.
I'm really happy for you, Miguel. Are you going to see her again?
I didn't get her number. I don't even know where she lives. She rushed off when she heard her mother calling her.
Well, she couldn't have gotten too far.
The thing is, Charity told me her mother gets kind of nervous around strangers.
Would you like me to go with you? Or maybe I can set her mother at ease.
Oh, that'd be great. Thanks.
Will you stop mooning over that picture of Miguel and tell me why I had to sleep over tonight?
I will, Simone. Pass me that alarm clock, will you?
There. Perfect. 4 o'clock? Are you out of your ever-loving mind? You've never gotten up at 4 a.m. in your life.
Well, I've never had a good enough reason to. Now I do. Good night.
Whatever you're planning, I can tell it's not going to be good.
It's bad enough with this girl stalking me all over Harmony. And how she got on the grounds tonight is beyond me.
Do you really want to talk about that girl all night?
Come to think of it, no. Sheridan's being released from jail tomorrow, and I'm sitting here with the most beautiful woman in the world. And what's there to complain about?
I definitely like this conversation better.
Me too. I know I'm a lucky guy. I've got everything I've ever wanted. Life's perfect except for one thing.
You two have been in love forever. You should tell him that you've changed your mind and that you want to marry him.
I don't mind sleeping over tonight, Teresa, but I've got to be at the country club at the crack of dawn to teach tennis. Oh my gosh, what happened to you?
Where do you want me to start, Whitney?
I just spoke to you a couple hours ago. You said you were coming straight home from the Crane Mansion. Oh, you look awful.
You wouldn't look too good either if you've been chased all around the Crane estate by Ethan and some vicious attack dogs.
Ethan Crane stick the dogs on you?
Somebody did. You wouldn't have believed it, Whitney. I was just leaving the Crane Mansion, and who do I run smack into?
Ethan? Oh, no.
He was so mad when he realized it was me that he dragged me right into the house and was about to call the police when I made a run for it. But I couldn't get off the estate. The walls were like 12 feet high, and security locked the gates when they released the dogs.
Oh, how'd you finally get away?
I hid. And then I ended up in the back seat of Luis's police car. Thank God he didn't find me.
Oh, brother.
I have no idea what would have been worse, being caught by Ethan or my brother Luis.
You're so lucky.
Thanks, Whitney.
Well, what do you expect me to say, Teresa? Congratulations on surviving a disaster of your own making.
Well, at least I made it out of there without Ethan knowing my name.
Oh, well, that's something, I guess. Now, at least you have to realize that you can't ever go back to the Cranes. Call Mrs. Crane right now and tell her that you cannot accept that job offer as her personal secretary.
That job is what I've been waiting for my entire life.
It's bad enough that Ethan thought of you as a stalker around town. Now that he thinks you're psycho enough to go after him on his own property?
But I wasn't stalking him.
That's what it looks like. You go back to that house and they will ID you in a hot New York minute. Then your mother will get fired as their housekeeper. And they will watch as your brother puts the handcuffs on you and hauls you off to jail. You cannot go back there. You cannot take that job. And you can never, ever go near Ethan Crane again.
I would hold the hand of the one who could lead me places and kiss the lips of the one who could sing so sweet. And I would fly on the wings of a bird I knew could take me high as breathe in, breathe out. You keep me alive. You are the fire burning inside of me. You are my passion for life.
Say something! I know someone's out there!
You're blind for that. That's why you can't see Jimmy and Tabitha.
But he senses my presence. Let's get out of here. We can't let the girl get away.
I know someone's there. I will not let you destroy goodness and innocence!
He's scaring Jimmy, Tabitha.
He's scaring me, too. But we can't stop now. We've got to get rid of Charity.
Mom! Charity, thank God. Are you all right?
I'm fine, Mom.
You scared the daylights out of me. I told you not to leave the church.
I'm sorry. I would have said something, but you were so into your praying that
That is no excuse. And don't you ever do that again.
Please don't be mad at me, Mom. You'll never guess what happened. I saw him again, Mom. Miguel. He wanted to come meet you, but I told him today wasn't a good time.
Out of the question, Charity.
Oh, he's so wonderful, Mom. I felt so safe with him. I know you would, too.
Charity, I don't feel safe with anything or anyone in this town. Now, we are leaving Harmony, and we are not coming back.
But I don't want to go.
This is not open for discussion, Charity.
But what about Miguel?
I am sorry. You will not be seeing him again.
But, Mom...
Charity, this is something that you are going to have to trust me on and go with what I say. You will not see this Miguel again. I'm sorry. Come on. She fell through a hole in the pier?
If I didn't get there when I did,
Oh, thank God you did.
I just can't believe I found her.
What's it like, Miguel, finding someone that you're desperately seeking?
Excuse me, Mrs. Bennett?
It's just I'm looking for somebody too, and I feel so close to finding them.
I'd have everything if I could only find this girl. I found this on the grounds. It must have fallen out of her hair when she was making her escape.
I don't think you have to worry about that girl anymore, Ethan. After her close call tonight, I'm sure you've seen the last of her.
Teresa, come on, call Mrs. Crane right now. If you don't, I will.
Okay, I'll do it.
Hello?
I know it's late, but I was wondering if I might speak with Mrs. Crane. This is Pilar's daughter, Teresa, calling.
Oh, hi, Teresa. This is Ethan.
Hello, Ethan.
My mother's gone to bed. Can this wait till tomorrow?
I guess so.
I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to meet you today. My mother's been raving about you ever since you left. She said she's finally found the perfect personal secretary.
Your mother said that?
And more. She's really looking forward to working with you tomorrow. You are coming, aren't you? I mean, we will love having you here.
Yes, I'll be there.
Great. I'll see you then. And I'll tell my mother you called. Goodbye.
Bye.
What have you done, Teresa?
He said he'd love having me there.
Yeah, love having you put in jail.
What do you ever do to you?
woke me up every morning with his blasted crowing. Nevermore. I'll make us some nice rooster sausages for breakfast.
Pass.
Oh, well, you're lost, Timmy. I, for one, need a treat after last night. Choo! Oh, that's just dandy. Not only didn't we not get the girl, I'm coming down with a cold after tramping about in that damp fog all night.
What about Timmy? Timmy's stuffing is soaked through. He'll never get dry. Pass on breakfast. Timmy's gonna have himself a nice, hot martini.
We came this close, Timmy. You almost had that little brat.
It's beautiful, Miguel.
Like you. There's some quote that says, a rose by any other name would smell as sweet. Maybe that's true. But now that I know your name, I can't imagine you being called anything else. It's the most beautiful name I ever heard. Charity. Charity. Charity.
My sweet, sweet Charity. I'm sorry you can never go back to Harmony.
Pretty nice catch this morning, Miguel.
Yeah, not bad.
You know, I'm thinking about quitting school. Working the fishing boats full-time come fall.
I'm falling. No!
I've got you. Hang on. Don't let go.
Well, money's not bad. Hey, you hear what I say?
Sorry. I was thinking about something else, Carson.
You mean someone else? All right, what's her name?
This better be good, Kay. I can't believe you've got me up at this hour to come down to the docks.
Oh, I hope we're not too late. The fishing boat should be back in by now.
Fishing boats?
Yeah.
Why would anybody want to see some smelly old boats?
That is why.
Good morning, Ethan.
Good morning, Mother. Coffee?
Oh, please.
Okay. You're up early.
Well, I barely slept last night worrying about that stalker. You know, we have to step up our hunt for this girl. The thought that she got onto the grounds last night, something has to be done.
No, I couldn't agree with you more. If we could only find out who this girl's family is so they could get her help.
Well, I'd involve the Harmony Police Department, but the publicity would bring down on the family. Well, perhaps there's another way.
Oh, you're up early. You were fast asleep when I left the house this morning.
Oh, I couldn't wait to meet you, Whitney. I can't believe you got a job teaching tennis here. Now I can see what the country club is really like. Oh, and it's even more fabulous in the real life than in those magazines.
I forgot it's your first time at the country club.
Not my last.
Meaning you haven't had any second thoughts? You're still gonna take that job with Ivy Crane?
If I had any doubts at all, being here convinced me I've got to. This is the life I want, Whitney, and Ivy Crane is my ticket in. It's like destiny's holding out a brass ring with my name on it. I can either pass it by or make a grab for it. What would you do, Whitney?
That is not the point, Teresa. It's what you would do. And we both know the answer to that. You're going back to the Crane mansion because you're still in love with Ethan Crane.
Timmy's still damp. Timmy will never dry out, Tabitha.
If you think you're going to lie around all day, whining and drinking, you can forget about it now.
But Tabitha!
Tough toad turds, Timmy. No goofing off until we do charity in, or that'll be the last Timmy you pour down your polyester gullet.
Charity? Good morning.
Morning, Mom.
You were smiling in your sleep.
I was dreaming about Miguel, Mom. You know, I know you'd love him if you got to know him.
Charity, we've been through this. I'm not going to meet him, and you're not going to see him again.
Please, Mom.
Look, Charity, I don't trust anyone in Harmony.
But Miguel would never hurt me. He cares about me. I could just tell.
Still, Charity, you can't go back there.
Not ever?
No. We're moving. We have to get as far away from Harmony as we can.
Is he the hottest of the hot or what, Simone?
Yeah, hot.
Not Carson, Miguel. Oh, one of these days, it's gonna be his arms around me. His arms crushing me to his strong, hard body. His lips seeking mine.
Get over yourself, Kay. Miguel doesn't even know you exist. At least not the way you want him to. He's totally caught up in finding that other girl.
Well, he's not going to. Which leaves him with me, the one he's supposed to be with.
If you say so. Have you seen enough male flesh yet? It's still early for me, and I want to go back to bed.
I guess. I don't want Miguel to think I was spying on him.
Is that you, Kay? Simone? What are you two doing here?
Frank Lomax is the answer, Ethan.
Who's Frank Lomax?
He's an excellent sketch artist who makes his living as a private investigator. If anyone can find this girl, Frank can.
Well, then let's give him a call. The sooner we find this girl and get her the help she needs, the better for everyone.
You have gotten a good look at her, haven't you, Ethan?
A very good look.
Excellent. You know, I never told Teresa what time to come by this morning.
Oh, Mother, I'm sorry. I forgot to tell you. She called last night after you went to bed.
Oh, that's all right. Well, she's still planning to come to work today, isn't she?
That's what she said.
Oh, good, good. I have a feeling she's going to make a big difference in my life.
And you and hers, no doubt.
Well, why shouldn't I take the opportunity to help someone if I'm able? Especially Pilar's daughter.
I'm looking forward to meeting this Teresa.
I have to take the job, Whitney. My family needs the money.
I understand that, Teresa, but
How do you understand, Whitney? Your mom's a doctor. Your dad's head of the athletic department in our school. It's way different in our house.
I didn't mean anything.
It's okay. It's just that when my papa disappeared and my oldest brother took off, my mother has worked night and day to put food on the table for us. Well, even Luis had to sacrifice going to college so he could join the police force and bring home a weekly paycheck. I want to do my share, Whitney.
But you won't be able to help anyone if you end up behind bars.
That's not going to happen. My dream is to get inside the Crane mansion. And if I can't do it by marrying Ethan Crane, I'm going to do it by being Ivy Crane's personal secretary.
No matter what you say, Teresa, I know that there is still a part of you that fantasizes about marrying Ethan Crane. I just really hope you don't get hurt.
I won't.
That's what you think. And there's one humongous problem that you haven't even dealt with yet.
What's that?
Ethan might not know your name, but he sure knows what you look like. You walk in that house and it's all over.
Not necessarily. Not if you help me.
Oh no, not another one of your crazy plans. Ugh. What do you want me to do, Teresa?
Oh, don't be so nervous, Whitney. It's nothing illegal.
Well, gee, that's a relief.
I'd do it myself. It'll have a much better chance of working if you'll help me. Come on, Whitney. You're already on your way to achieving your dream. Please just help me get my foot in the door of the Crane mansion. I promise you'll never regret this.
Oh, I must be nuts.
No, you're just the one person who understands how much this means to me. Thank you, Whitney. I won't forget this.
And I'll be in court every day you're on trial.
That's not gonna happen.
I hope not. I'd hate it if I helped you make the biggest mistake of your life.
Some things are worth taking risks for, Whitney, and this is one of them. Come on, I got a few things to pick up.
Let me get my bag. You're not going to tell me what this plan of yours is I just signed on for?
You'll see soon enough.
Oh, I forgot to ask you. What did your mother say when you told her you didn't turn down Mrs. Crane's job offer?
I didn't tell you.
Teresa!
Thank you, Pilar, for bringing in these beautiful linens. Your needlework is just exquisite.
Well, I'm glad you like them, Grace.
The last one sold like hotcakes. I know these ones will, too.
Oh, I hope so. Every little bit helps.
Yeah, I know.
I'm hoping my Teresa will find a job for the rest of the summer.
I didn't know she was still looking.
Well, the jobs that her brother Luis got her didn't work out, but she was up bright and early this morning, so I'm hoping that when I get home from work tonight, I'll have some good news.
I wish my daughters had that much ambition. I bet you anything they're both still sound asleep, especially Kay. Nothing would get her up this early in the morning.
Miguel, what are you doing here?
I just got back from a run, Kay. I told you I was working on the fishing boats this summer.
Oh, that's right. You did. I forgot.
So what are you girls doing here so early?
Well, it's that, my mom wanted us to pick up some fresh fish for dinner tonight.
Doesn't she usually get it at the market?
Yeah, usually. She hasn't really been herself lately, Miguel. She keeps coming up with these outlandish requests.
I didn't realize. So what kind do you want?
What kind of what?
Fish? I have some nice bass. Swordfish, tuna.
How about one of each?
Okay.
I'm glad we ran into you this morning, Miguel. It gives me a chance to tell you how bad I feel about last night. You know, how things didn't work out between you and that girl.
Didn't your mom tell you?
What?
Everything went great last night. I found her.
But why do we have to move again, Mom? I thought you felt safe in this area.
It's too close to Harmony.
But there's nothing wrong with Harmony. It's a perfectly wonderful town. I was even gonna ask if we could move there someday. I could go to the local high school. Miguel could introduce me to people.
Charity.
Oh, I'd have friends for the first time in my entire life.
Charity, that's not possible. Not there.
But why, Mom? And don't even tell me it's because there's evil in that town.
But there is. And it's found us. That's what that windstorm was at the restaurant. It was meant for us. It was meant for you. That's why I have to get you away.
But I don't want to go away, Mom. And I never felt so safe in my entire life as I did with Miguel.
Look, sweetheart, even if Miguel is the nicest boy there ever was, he's not going to be able to protect you from what's after you. No, it might be different if I had my twin sister Grace. Then we could both watch over you.
But I don't need watching over Mom. And maybe you believe all this mumbo-jumbo about there being evil and my having powers to do good, but I don't. And it's really not fair for you to let it ruin my life.
Sweetie, that is not what I'm trying to do. Look, I can't blame you for not believing that you have these powers. Maybe it's time that I prove it to you.
That was the best rooster sausage I've ever had. You don't know what you missed, Timmy.
That's okay, Tabitha.
Put down your Timmy. We have work to do.
Timmy's not prying up any more planks from that pier, Tabitha.
My, aren't we full of ourselves this morning? Never mind. We need to find Charity today. Go and fetch me the spirit board.
And Timmy's done with his drink.
Now, Timmy.
Where's the cat?
I've no idea where Fluffy is. You really have to get over your obsessive fear of her, Timmy. It's absurd. She's completely harmless.
But Tabitha...
Don't argue with me, Timmy. Go and get the spirit board.
Timmy's telling you, Tabitha. Timmy's going to call the ASPCA. Tell them to put Fluffy to sleep.
Oh, on what grounds, Timmy? That she gets a little nervous because you're a doll that walks and talks? I don't think you have much of a case. Get over it.
Have you no compassion for Timmy whatsoever, Tabitha? That you let that sadistic fur doll use Timmy as a scratching post when he's not even dry from last night's horrors?
You don't like the way I do my business, Timmy?
Timmy's the same. It's different for you. You're human. You dry quick. Timmy is going to be wet all day.
That's it. I'll show you some compassion. By all means, you deserve to be dry.
No, not the clothes dryer, Tabitha. No.
Don't worry, I'll put it on light load. There. Finally some peace and quiet. Now, maybe I'll find the girl and finish what I started last night. To all of you out there, what Tabitha just did was very, very naughty. Do not try this at home.
Charity, sit down. Now listen, my twin sister Grace and I were told this by our mother, who learned it from her mother.
Your grandmother.
That's right. And she learned it from her mother before her. Now, we were told that a time would come when our family's power to do good and go against evil would be tested. I think that time is soon. And I am frightened because without my twin sister Grace, I am the only one here to protect you.
Mom, what our ancestors believed a long, long time ago doesn't hold now.
You're wrong, Charity. Evil is still out there. It is always out there. It just has a different face. That is why you and I can only trust each other.
But even if what you're saying is true, why would I be the target of all this evil, Mom?
I told you, you are the one with powers strong enough to go up against them.
Mom, I'm just a normal kid. I don't have any special powers.
Come here. I'll show you. Charity, put your hands on the table. Close your eyes and concentrate. Concentrate.
Come on, Mom. This is really bizarre.
Charity, just do it. I want you to will the table to rise. It's time that you know your powers.
It's a miracle I got here when I did. I mean, she was this close to falling into the water.
You saved her life, Miguel.
It's just lucky I heard her cry out. Anyway, the night ended up great. I mean, we got to walk around a little bit before she had to be back with her mom. I even got her name. It's Charity.
Charity? What kind of a name is that?
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
She took off so fast, I didn't get her last name or find out where she lives. But it was late last night, and I know she's not from Harmony, so maybe her and her mom stayed in town last night. I can spend the rest of the day looking for her.
Well, she could be anywhere, Miguel.
I've got a good feeling about this. I mean, if I found her once, I can find her again. It's meant to be. So I'll see you guys later.
Well, you're not just gonna run off without a plan, are you?
I've got to start looking somewhere.
Oh, I know. We can all go back to my house for breakfast, and, we can brainstorm and come up with a smart search strategy for finding, Charity.
Sounds like a plan. I'll have Carson finish up and I'll meet you there.
You really gonna help Miguel find this girl?
No way. I'm gonna do everything I can to keep them far, far apart.
I saw your son Miguel last night. He looked so happy about finding some girl he was looking for.
No, that must be the girl he was so excited about seeing last night.
I guess so.
Well, I better go. I don't want to be late for work. Where should I put these?
Oh, I have to open up. Would you mind putting them in back? I have to label them before I put them out. Sure. Great. What a nice surprise. As a matter of fact, Teresa...
I don't mean to be rude, Mrs. Bennett, but I am in a terrible rush. Do you happen to have any scarves for sale?
Well, yeah, I have some really nice ones right here. I'm so glad you stopped by. I hear you're still looking for a job, and I need someone to work part-time in the shop, with the tourists through the season.
Thank you, Mrs. Bennett. That's a really great offer, but I've already got a job.
Oh, that's wonderful, Teresa. Tell me what it is.
Hi, Frank Lomax. You must be Mrs. Crane's son.
Yes, I'm Ethan. Come on in, Frank. My mother probably filled you in. I'm trying to track down this local girl who's been stalking me.
No problem. You tell me what she looks like, I'll bring her in.
Teresa, how can you even think of taking this job with Mrs. Crane?
Please, Mama, try to understand.
Do you have any idea what your brother Luis will say when he finds out where you're working? And he will. The minute the Cranes recognize you, you will be put in jail. Whitney, you're her best friend. Can you please talk some sense into her?
I've tried, Mrs. Lopez Fitzgerald. Her mind's made up.
Even if I tell you how much I don't want you to do this?
I'd do anything in the world not to hurt you. This is important. This is what I want, no matter what.
Then I won't interfere anymore. You're old enough to make your own mistakes. God be with you, Teresa.
Thanks, Mama. You'll see. Everything will work out fine, I promise. Come on.
Okay, you are gonna get busted. You invited Miguel back here, and you can't even cook.
Oh, minor problems, Mel. Prepare to watch a master at work. Come on in, Miguel.
Thanks, yeah. Hey, Simone. Hey, thanks a lot, you guys, for helping me try to find Charity.
Oh, it's no problem, Miguel. It's the least I can do.
Pilar? You all right?
Teresa, she's my own daughter, and sometimes I feel as though I don't know her at all. I don't remember being like that when I was her age. Do you, Grace?
Actually, Pilar,
Oh, my goodness. What a foolish thing to say. Please forgive me. I forgot. You don't have a memory of your past.
It's okay, don't be silly. Yeah, the beginning of my life is a complete blank, but lately I've felt like I'm going to get some answers.
See, Mom. No special powers. Now, can we please think about moving to Harmony?
Oh, we can't, Charity.
But you said...
Charity, the only reason it didn't move is because your powers aren't fully developed yet. In a short time, you will be amazed at the things you can do.
You know what, Mom? I'm getting really worried about you. I mean, some of the things that you say are just a little bit too out there. I really think it's time for you to see someone to talk to about all this.
Absolutely not, Charity. I can't tell anyone what I have just told you. And promise me, you will not tell anyone either. This is just you and me. We have to depend on each other. And you have to trust that I know what is right for you. Please, Charity, this is very important.
Okay, Mom. We'll move.
Thank you, sweetie. I know what I'm asking you to do is a lot.
Okay, but let me at least go back to Harmony and tell Miguel that I'm never going to see him again.
It's not possible, sweetie. I can't risk you going back there. And besides, we've got to be out of this house before sundown.
So soon? But what about our lease?
Well, I'm going to go talk to the landlord right now. Look, sweetheart, you start packing, okay? Be careful with angels.
Mom's wrong. I have no special powers, and there's no evil in Harmony. I've got to see Miguel one more time.
There you are, Timmy, all dry. Although you do have a bit of static cling.
Very funny, Tabitha. Timmy thinks he shrunk a few inches while he was in there.
I wouldn't worry about it, Timmy. You weren't exactly like Michael Jordan before. Come on, come and help figure out where Charity is.
Timmy was thinking about that while he was spinning around, Tabitha. Charity's never going to come back to Harmony. Not after she almost died at the pier last night.
Well, you could be right, but I'm going to check with my cards.
What about the spirit board?
Hasn't moved an inch. Aha! You're wrong, Timmy. Charity is coming back to town.
But where? Timmy and Tabitha can't go all over Harmony.
Well, you keep an eye on the spirit board. Maybe it'll wake up and tell us. We have to be ready to pounce when she gets here.
Please don't say pounce.
You're going to have a lot more to worry about than Fluffy if we don't eliminate that girl before she learns how much power she has.
Yes, when's your next bus to Harmony? Oh, thank you. If I catch the next bus, I can be home before sundown. Oh, I can't wait to see Miguel again. Nothing bad's gonna happen to me in Harmony.
The following program is rated PG. The following program deals with mature subject matter and contains scenes of sexuality. Viewer discretion is advised.
Wait! You saved me from Jean-Luc, my ex-fiancé. He never really loved me. He only wanted me for my money and my name. Who are you? I want to thank you. Do I know you? Because I feel as if I do, and yet... Why did you rescue me? What do you want?
Love is your protection, so baby, whatever you do, I'll be watching over you like a guardian angel, watching closely over you.
Is Granny okay?
I'll bring you safely home like a guardian angel.
I don't want to move again. Especially now, after Miguel and I finally found each other. Oh, he saved my life. And afterwards, he was so sweet. I'm falling. No!
I've got you. Hang on. Don't let go. Are you all right?
I think so. You saved my life. It's you.
It's you.
Oh, Miguel, I don't want to leave you. Mom said I had special powers. She said if I concentrated hard enough, I could make this table move. Well, if Mom's right, if I really do have special powers, then maybe I can convince her out of moving. Ugh, I knew it. Mom's wrong. And if she can be wrong about that, then she's wrong about there being evil after me. It can't be true. But I can't leave without saying goodbye to Miguel. If I leave now, I can catch the bus to Harmony and get back before Mom gets home. But I don't even know Miguel's last name or where he lives or works. I don't care. I have to find him. I have to say goodbye to him one last time. I didn't know you could cook, Miguel.
My mom taught me. Mama thinks all men should learn to cook so they can help out their wives when they get married.
I couldn't agree more. I like to cook, you know. Since when?
Hey, Jessica.
Hi, Miguel. Simone. What are you doing up so early? My big sister doesn't usually roll out of bed until noon, and that's only after Mom yells at her.
That is so untrue. I love mornings.
Please.
Actually, your sister was down at the docks at the crack of dawn, getting your mom some fish for dinner tonight.
But Mom said she was cooking burgers tonight.
No, she didn't.
Yes, she did. I distinctly remember because I had to remind her that I'm a vegetarian now and to make sure that she made me a veggie burger in a different pan.
It's a good thing I'm not a vegetarian, considering.
Considering what?
I'm working on a fishing boat this summer, remember?
Of course. Now I understand. How are you feeling today, Miguel? Too bad last night was such a bomb.
Actually, it ended up great. I found Charity.
Who?
That's her name. The girl that was supposed to be my mystery date.
Cool, Miguel. So what's her last name? Where does she live? When are you going to see her
Slow
again?
down, Jessica.
He's not going to see her again. Unfortunately, she took off.
That's why your sister asked me back here this morning. She and Simone are gonna help me think of a plan to find Charity.
GK, you're such a good pal to Miguel.
Of course I want to help him out. But, you know, Miguel, you really don't have that good of a chance of finding her. I mean, you don't know her last name or where she lives.
Where there's a will, there's a way. Right, Miguel?
Exactly, Jessica. I like your optimism.
Thanks, Whitney, for helping me pick up these clothes at the hospital thrift shop.
Well, my mom always donates the clothes that she doesn't want anymore to the shop's annual drive, so I know the quality is good and the prices are cheap.
By the way, I'll pay you back the money you lent me as soon as I get my first paycheck from Mrs. Crane. Mucho conservative. Just the look I'm going for. And this, it's perfect.
I still say it's weird.
I think it looks really natural. Even the lady at the beauty salon said so.
That's not what I mean. I mean, this look, it's just not you at all.
I told you, Whitney, the whole point is for me to change my look completely. Different clothes, different hair, different makeup. That way I can go to the Crane Mansion every day and work as his mother's secretary without Ethan ever recognizing me.
I don't know, Teresa. I mean, Ethan's already seen your face more than once. He thinks you're stalking him. He could have you put in jail if you get caught.
Don't worry. I just know I can pull this off. Hello?
Teresa, it's Ivy Crane.
Hi, Mrs. Crane.
I realize we hadn't discussed your hours when you were here earlier, but I do have some things I could use your help with. Would it be possible for you to come over now?
Yes, Mrs. Crane. I can be at your house in just a little while.
Excellent. I'll see you soon.
Bye-bye.
You were playing with fire, Teresa. I just hope Ethan doesn't recognize you.
I'm counting on you to find this lunatic that's been stalking my son, Mr. Lomax.
Well, that's why you hired me, Mrs. Crane. Do you say you got a good look at this girl, Mr. Crane?
Please, call me Ethan. Yes, I've seen her several times up close. I'd know her anywhere.
I would hold the hand of the one who could lead me places and kiss the lips of the one who could sing so sweet. And I would fly on the wings of the bird I knew could take me highest. Breathe in, breathe out. You keep me alive. You are fire burning inside of me. You are my passion for life.
So how do you plan to go about finding this girl that's been stalking Ethan?
Well, first I'll need a description of her for a sketch that I'll make. Have you ever seen her, Mrs. Crane?
Yeah, unfortunately, no, or she'd be behind bars right now. Well, you'll excuse me, I have some things to do. Ethan, Pilar's daughter is on her way over, so perhaps if you have some time, you can finally meet her?
I'm looking forward to meeting her. Mother, don't worry. We're gonna find this girl and put her away.
Quickly, I hope.
Oh, Sheridan's hearing this morning was waived. Obviously, Father pulled some strings, the least he could do for his sister.
So she'll be released?
Yeah. Once they finish the paperwork, I'll pick her up as soon as they call me.
Good.
So, tell me about this girl. What'd she look like?
Well, I'd say she's not entirely unattractive.
It's like the ugly duckling changing into a beautiful swan, only in reverse, Whitney.
You're so modest. I mean, how do you live with yourself?
There's nothing wrong with a little self-confidence. Now, are you ready to change my look?
Well, it'll be a challenge, but let's give it a shot.
Okay.
Little boy of mine, never ever tell that I'll be true. There'll come a time we'll be walking down the aisle and saying I do. Sharing dreams and joy and laughter, we'll live happy ever after. Someday, someday, but not now. I wanna hit the beach in Waikiki, make love in Gay Barry. I wanna take the latest London scene.
Well, what do you think, Whitney?
Not bad. Maybe Ethan really won't recognize you.
Well, he can't. He just can't.
Are you ready?
As I'll ever be.
Aren't you forgetting something, Teresa?
Now what?
Well, you better say goodbye to this room, because when you get busted at the Cranes, it'll be a long time before you see it again.
I'm not going to jail, Whitney.
You. What are you doing?
Came on to check on you. You sounded agitated. Just wanted to make sure you were okay.
Well, of course I'm okay. I was just having a bad dream. I thought you were someone else. I'm fine.
Good. Well, I'll leave then.
Please do.
It was late and Charity left. I mean, she rushed off before I got a chance to find out her last name or where she lived.
I bet it was so romantic when you found each other.
Yeah, it was. And not like we talked that much.
You just stared deeply into each other's eyes, right?
Something like that. It was really damp and cold because of the fog, so I put my jacket around her shoulders to keep her warm.
Wow. I'm sure Miguel doesn't want to rehash every little detail, Jessica.
I don't mind, Kay. I mean, the time I spent with Charity was short, but it was really something. We even held hands.
Stop torturing your sister, Jessica. You know how much she likes Miguel.
Then why doesn't she just tell him instead of playing tricks on him? Like making him think he was having a date with the girl he really likes, not Kay?
That's how she wants to do it. And why do you care?
Because it's not honest. Miguel's a good guy, and somebody's got to look out for him.
I wish I could think of something Charity said. Some clue to help me figure out where to look for her.
I hate to say it, Miguel, but I think it's one of those things. A romantic but brief interlude. Like Titanic. Tragic, but your heart will go on.
I know she's not from Harmony. I mean, the first day I met her, she told me she had to catch a bus home.
That's it. That's your clue. Duh, Jessica. I don't think so. The whole world's outside Harmony. Where would Miguel start? Duh, Kay. Didn't you hear what Miguel said? She had to catch a bus. Where do you catch a bus? The bus station. I'd start looking for her there, Miguel.
That's a great idea, Jessica. Thanks.
Where are you headed, miss?
Oh, I'm going to Miguel. I'm going to Harmony. The bus station. Hundreds of people pass through there every day. There's no way Miguel's gonna find Charity there. He might. Or someone may remember seeing her, or the bus with her remember where she got off.
You're right, Jessica. It's a great idea. And since it's the only one I've got, I'm out of here.
But Miguel, your breakfast.
Who cares about food? I just want to find Charity. I mean, she came by bus before. She's bound to do it again. Thanks again, Jess. You're a champ.
Anytime, Miguel.
Sorry, Kay.
Don't be. There's no way I'm gonna give up on Miguel this easily.
Wish me luck. Not that I need it. I have a feeling I'm going to see Charity again very soon.
Excuse me. Excuse me. How much longer till we get to Harmony?
The way this bus driver's curling along, it could take forever.
She has a very distinctive face.
Shape kind of like that?
Perfect. But I think the one feature that stands out most is her eyes.
What color are her eyes?
Brown, definitely brown. Kind of almond-shaped.
And her hair?
Brown, too. Kind of unkept looking, almost wild.
May I help you?
It's me, Mrs. Crane, Teresa.
Oh, my goodness, Teresa. Well, oh, come in.
Heavens, I didn't recognize you. Because my hair is up. Yes, I suppose that's it.
Her hair's long. It kind of cascades down past her shoulder.
Next stop, Harmony.
Oh, I can't wait to see Miguel again. Do you really think it was fate that brought us together?
I'm sure of it.
Ugh, Miguel. Mom's gonna be mad that I left the house. But I had to. I had to say goodbye to Miguel. Good luck, Miguel.
Thanks.
Wait! Maybe you're right, Miguel. Maybe the bus station is a good place to start looking for Charity.
Let's just hope it pans out. It's the only lead I've got.
Oh, shoot! Wouldn't you know it, we can't go look for Charity today.
Why not?
We have a softball game, remember?
That's today?
The Harmony Hellcats versus the Vineyard Vipers. This is the biggest game of the entire season, Miguel.
Man,
There's no way we can miss it. They need us to win.
I can't believe that's today.
I know. Talk about lousy timing.
What happened to trading in your baseball cap for a padded bra so Miguel would start looking at you differently?
Don't bug me, Simone. I'm desperate here. I will do whatever it takes to keep Miguel from Charity. You know, Miguel, we should probably head down to the field for warm-ups.
The team's gonna have to win this one without me, Kay. I'm going to the bus station. Tell them I'm sorry. This is just something I have to do.
We gotta talk, Luis.
Sure, Chief. What's up?
I thought you were smarter than this.
Smarter than what? What are you talking about?
You're one of my best men, and I consider you a friend, so I'm gonna give it to you straight. What's going on with you and Sheridan Crane?
Going on? You know what's going on.
Arrested her for speeding,
destroying police property, attempting
That's
to...
not the kind of going on that I'm talking about.
Wait a minute. Well, you think Sheridan Crane and
Are
I
you two having a thing or
Are you
not?
kidding, Sam? I mean, where in the world do you get a crazy idea like that?
Look at this. Now, I wouldn't exactly call that not going anywhere near Sheridan Crane.
Do you manage to capture a lot of your suspects using these sketches?
So far, every one.
But you just work for yourself, right?
Yeah, freelance all the way. There's too many rules in the PD for me. It's not my thing. But I like what I do. I like help trying to catch the bad guys. Or girls.
That must be rewarding.
That is when it pays off. All right, how's that? Did I get her?
It's perfect. And that's exactly the way her hair falls.
Well, why don't you come along, Teresa, and let me introduce you to Ethan. I know he's so anxious to meet you.
Just let me fix my hair, Mrs. Crane.
Yes. Oh, Teresa, you know, I recall when I met you that your hair was really quite long and lovely. So why are you wearing a wig today?
I can't help it, Ethan. I'm beginning to think that I'll never find a man who'll love me for myself instead of my name, my money. Maybe I don't deserve to be loved.
You're wrong, Sheridan. You'll see. You meet the right guy when you least expect it.
You really think so?
Trust me. The love of your life will show up right out of the blue and sweep you off your feet before you even know what happens. You deserve to be happy, and you will be. Would I ever lie to my favorite aunt?
I'm telling you, Sam, that surveillance tape is not what it looks like.
Well, you gotta admit, Luis, it doesn't present a real good picture.
Well, if it had sound, you'd know what really happened.
Well, why don't you tell me what really happened?
I was doing my regular cell check. When I saw Miss Crane, she looked agitated, like she was having a bad dream or something. So I tried to shake her out of it. I went into her cell, and before I know it, she's got her arms all over me. But she's still half asleep. The second she realizes it's me, she jumps back like she's touching some leper. You'll see it on the tape if you keep going.
No can do. Tape ran out right here.
Look, nothing went on. Now, come on, Sam. You know that I'm a good cop. Now, I would never break the rules like that with a prisoner. And you know how much I detest the Cranes. She obviously pretty much feels the same way about me. But nothing happened. That's the truth.
I've got great respect for you, Luis. Both as a cop and a man of integrity. I believe you.
Thank you.
Hang on, Luis. You know you gotta be extra careful when it comes to the Cranes. They have a habit of making mincemeat out of people getting in their way.
You don't gotta tell me that, Chief.
Well, 200% out for themselves. When I came in this morning, O'Brien told me that Miss Crane had trouble sleeping last night. He got the idea something was wrong with her.
Like what?
I didn't ask. I know better than to get involved with the Cranes. I figure it's her problem, not ours.
Crane Princess probably broke her fingernail. What a tragedy.
You're probably right. The Cranes have no clue about real problems or real people in the real world. They have no idea what it's like to make it on your own. I've got this much sympathy for all of them.
I know, I got a personal reason why I distrust that entire family. I still suspect that somehow they have something to do with the disappearance of my father. What kind of beef you got with them, Chief?
I've got work to do, Luis.
Come on. Every time I ask you this question, you try and avoid it. What's going on, Sam? What happened between you and the Cranes?
You could tell it was a wig? Oh, it looks very natural. No one else would be able to tell. I mean, I could tell because I've worn wigs before, you know, costume parties and when I'm in the mood to change my look. But why would you want to change your appearance? Your hair is so long and lovely.
Well, actually, Mrs. Crane, you know how interested I am in fashion and design. Well, appearance is important to me, and as for my new position as your personal secretary, well, I wanted to look, you know, more professional.
I see.
Okay. Well,
If it'll make you feel better, why don't you come with me? Ethan's in the living room.
It's a terrific likeness, Frank. But one thing, the eyes. I can't quite put my finger on it.
Ethan's working with a private investigator to find that girl who's been stalking him. I'm very optimistic, and the investigator's confident he'll find her.
You're right, Luis. I do have a beef with the Cranes. They act like they own Harmony.
And that's it?
It's enough for me. I mean, they have kind of an arrogance that I have no use for. They think that they can push people around and do whatever they want and get away with it.
Will they ever do that to you?
I'm just talking in general. I mean, rather than butt up against them, I figure the best thing to do is steer as clear of them as I can.
Yeah, that suits me just fine, too. But somehow, they just don't seem to steer clear of me.
You know, I knew you couldn't avoid Wrestling Sharon Crane. I mean, I know you had to bring her in. I've got nothing against her personally in particular, but she's Julian Crane's sister, Alistair Crane's daughter. The sooner she's out of our release, the better I'll feel.
Yeah, that makes both of us.
You know, the Cranes remind me of one of those nor'easters we get come fall. You know how they start. Deceptively calm at first, then they get up a good blow, do their thing and head out to sea, leaving total devastation in their wake.
I'll tell you, it's nice to know I'm not the only one around here who's got a problem with the Cranes.
I gotta get some coffee.
Crane residence.
It's me, Mama.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. Just calling to see if you know where Teresa is. Yeah, I called home a little while ago, and she wasn't there. Did she say anything about going out to look for a new job?
Teresa, how can you even think of taking this job with Mrs. Crane?
Please, Mama, try to understand.
Do you have any idea what your brother Luis will say when he finds out where you're working? And he will. The minute the Cranes recognize you, you will be put in jail. Whitney, you're her best friend. Can you please talk some sense into her?
I've tried, Mrs. Lopez Fitzgerald. Her mind's made up.
Even if I tell you how much I don't want you to do this?
I'd do anything in the world not to hurt you. This is important. This is what I want, no matter what.
I'm sure finding a new job was very much on Teresa's mind.
Your son looks busy. I don't want to disturb him. Well, I know Ethan really wants to meet you, but perhaps you're right, Teresa. Maybe later is better. The work he's doing with this private investigator is so important if we're ever going to catch this disturbed young woman.
Well, maybe she won't bother him anymore.
Ah, well, I hardly think so. Last night she actually made it onto the grounds.
Really?
You know, it is absolutely terrifying how close a crazy person can get you if they put their mind to it. Well, we've increased security, so it shouldn't happen again. Still, you must keep your eyes wide open, Teresa, for your own sake.
I will, Mrs. Crane.
And if you see this girl, you must notify me or Ethan immediately. She is dangerous, but obviously the object of her disturbed mind is my son. Still, we must be vigilant.
I'll be right there. My mother's secretary must have arrived.
You want to go meet her?
I should. But finding this girl who's been stalking me is more important right now. And I have to go by the police station to pick up my aunt. She's being released.
I'll go with you. I need to take the sketch, show it around, make sure the cops are aware what the stalker looks like.
Good idea. I'll meet Teresa later when I come back.
Did the driver announce that Harmony was next?
Yeah, we'll be there any minute. Is that where you're from?
Born and raised.
Well, maybe you know the boy I'm looking for. His name's Miguel.
Miguel.
Oh, he's got brown hair and brown eyes and this great smile. Oh, he's so handsome. You'd know him even if you just met him once.
Well, perhaps I haven't met him yet. But to be honest, you know, I don't really know too many young people.
If only I knew more about him. Like his last name or where he works.
Good luck in finding him, dear. You know, it really sounds like you've got your work cut out for you.
The team is going to be so bummed if you don't play today, Miguel. Come in.
Reese,
you look better.
Thanks. Miguel let me borrow some of his clothes.
Looking good, Reese.
Yeah, you look hot, Reese.
Oh.
We're kind of busy right now, Reese. What are you doing here?
Don't you remember? We were all gonna go to lunch.
Oh, right. Well, I don't think it's going to work. Sorry.
What about the game? That's still on, isn't it? I was gonna watch you and Miguel beat the Vipers.
I can't make it, Reese. I'm heading over to the bus station right now. I'm trying to track down Charity.
Charity? Is that the girl you're so crazy about?
That's her.
I understand, Miguel. Nothing should come before true love.
Normally I would agree with you guys, but this game is really major.
It'd be such a shame if you don't play today and don't find Charity anyway.
You know, searching for Charity at the bus station is like looking for a needle in a haystack. Tons of teenage blondes go in and out of there every day.
But those teenage blondes don't look anything like Charity, do they, Miguel?
No way. She's beautiful, like an angel. I mean, even if one person at the bus station's seen her, they won't forget her. They might even know what town she's from. Look, you might be right, Kay, but I've got to try. I mean, there'll be other ball games. There may not be other chances to find Charity.
I'll come with you, Miguel. We'll have a much better chance of finding the girl of your dreams together.
Thanks, Jessica.
But Jessica, you're supposed to help Mom at the shop today, remember?
I forgot.
Don't worry, Miguel. Simone and I will help you find Charity.
What about the game?
Oh, there'll be other ball games, Reese. There's only one chance to find Charity.
Thanks, Kay. You're a real friend. You never let me down.
Whatever it takes, I cannot let Miguel find that girl.
Your sketch really captures the face of that girl who's been stalking me, Frank.
Let's just hope it helps us capture the girl.
It would be nice to be able to stop looking over my shoulder everywhere I go.
And maybe one of these cops will recognize the sketch. We could get lucky. Wrap up the case real fast.
Teresa's grown into a beautiful young woman.
Yeah. I just wish she'd get over her infatuation with the Crane family's money, wealth, lifestyle.
She's young and impressionable. She can't really see them for what they really are.
I gotta find a way to keep her away from them.
Good luck.
What are you doing here?
I'm here to take my aunt home. She's been released.
She hasn't even had her hearing yet. Oh, of course. The Crane family lives by their own set of rules.
Just go get her.
There's some correspondence on my writing table I'd like you to reply to, and I'll come back later and check and see how you're doing.
Okay. Mrs. Crane, the private investigator that was talking to Ethan earlier, will he keep you around here much?
Oh, I hope not. He seems very confident he'll be able to find the girl.
Good. I can do this. I have to do this because this is what I want more than anything else in the world. Well, this is where I want to be. I have to make it work. Her clothes.
Excuse me, I thought Mrs. Crane was in here.
Mama, it's me, Teresa.
Ay, Dios mío. Teresa, are you crazy?
But Mama, you gave me your blessing to start my new job for Mrs. Crane.
No, I didn't. I just thought it was useless to keep arguing with you when you had made up your mind. Ay, Teresa, this will never work. Luis is wondering where you are. The Cranes, they're looking for you. If Luis or the Cranes catch you in this house, it's going to be a disaster, Teresa.
Who was that man in my dream? The one who rescued me from Jean-Luc. He seemed familiar. He made me feel so safe and protected. Loved. Oh, would you listen to yourself, Sheridan Crane? Dreaming of some man coming to your rescue. How Victorian. You're not some helpless maiden who can't look after herself. You're a modern woman. Strong, capable, and independent. You don't need some man to look after you. Definitely don't need to fall in love. What do you want?
Your bail's been posted. As soon as your paperwork's done, you can go. Your nephew's here.
Freedom at last.
Your belongings. I got it. With all my love, now and forever, Jean-Luc.
Give me that.
Is that the guy you thought you were hugging when you threw your arms around me earlier?
It's none of your damn business.
Just asking.
Wait. You really want to know who this man is? What he means to me? I'll tell you.
There's so many people. I don't even know where to start looking for Miguel.
it's me.
What can I do for you, miss?
Well, this might sound a little bit crazy, but I don't have that much time, and there's someone I'm looking for who lives in Harmony.
No problem. I'll look it up in the phone book. What's his last name?
Oh, that's just it. I only know his first name. Miguel?
Miguel? Well, that was easy. He works here. He's right over there.
That's not him.
Sorry, miss. He's the only one I know.
Okay, well, thanks anyway.
What do you want us to do, Miguel? We'll cover a lot more ground if we split up. Each take a section of the bus station. Ask people if they've seen a girl that looks like Charity. I told you what she looks like.
Okay.
I have a good feeling about this. We're gonna find her. Right, Kay?
Right. What are you gonna do if Miguel actually does find Charity?
Never happened. The chances of him finding her here are 1 in a million.
Like a guardian angel, watching closely over you to keep you from harm. Dream you're in my arms at night.